Hi everyone, welcome back. This is your chess friend here. And today we're going to be playing another quick daily chess game. I think this is the 6th in the series already. Queen to f6 is kind of a strange move. I think we should start with developing, I think we should develop first and then castle, just in case he extends too much on the king side. So like if he makes it very obvious that he's going to be attacking on the king side, it might be worth it to castle towards the queen side. But I don't think that's going to be happening this game, so we'll probably play knight d2 and then d4. Recapture a couple times and we should just be fine. So yeah, if he castles queenside, we might also consider castling queenside. Okay, bishop b3, it's fine. b5, it's strange, I guess he wants to defend. There's no real reason for him to go a4 because we're just going to go to c2, or even better, to d5, so we can just simply push to d4 in this position. I think we should be fine. If he does decide to attack, we can even take the pawn with attack on the queen, forcing the pawn to recapture, but there's really no reason to do that. We could decide to go bishop d5 with tempo on the rook, but he's going to develop his knight, so it might not be too good for us. However, if he does move his knight here, he won't be able to chase the bishop away, basically. So I think it's a good square, attacking the rook, and he has to move a piece into the pin. If he moves the bishop here, that's fine for us, because that was his good bishop, all his pawns are on dark squares, so his light squared bishop is better. And for us, we have pawns on both dark squares and light squares, so we don't really have a good, well, our light square bishop was better because of these pawns, but it's not like it's much better or enough for me to call it the best bishop for us. So let's just count attackers. 1, 2, 3. So for now, we don't have to keep defending this pawn. I'm going to go queen to b5, attacking the b5 pawn. If it moves up, we can capture in exchange for this pawn, but we should just be fine. So, although if it does move up, it can't. If it captures, we can recapture. So we might even think about something like a3, trying to force it to capture. I don't know what I'm expecting here. Probably, yeah, I think I'm expecting b4. Okay, knight to a7. That's curious, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Well, we could just win a pawn here, so I think that's what we're going to do. Capture, attacking the knight, capture the knight, and after he recaptures, we win the pawn with a check. So, well, we won the pawn, so we did what we needed to do. Can we win a rook here with? I think so. I made a bit of a mistake. I think I get to win the rook now. By just capturing on a7 after. Yep. Bishop blocks, and we capture on a7. And from here, our queen has easy retreat if we need it, but I don't think we do. So I'm going to castle kingside, just no reason to put the king in danger if we don't have to. And now we can go queen to c5. Sure, attacking the e5 pawn, getting ready to capture it, while also attacking the c6 pawn. Although we really don't need to attack it, it's defended well enough. So, and we're going to capture the e5 pawn, hitting the queen. If he captures our queen, it's game over, because we're up material, like I said a few times already. If you're up material, or if you have a weaker king, trading queens is very good for you. And from here, we're going to force a queen trade, because if he doesn't want to trade, we're going to take his knight. He has, in fact, decided to allow me to take his knight, although We capture the knight. Bishop goes to c7. He's threatening check. Oh no, he's not threatening checkmate. We have a knight defending it. We are okay. This is okay. We've got this. Quite simply. He can move the bishop somewhere with an attack on the queen, but if worst comes to worst, we can literally take the rook. We'll be still, well, we're still going to be up 6 points, which is more than enough to win the game. Move in the pawn, which I don't really understand, but okay. I guess he can do it. He's allowed to do it, I guess. It's a move he can make. I want to move the knight forward to c4 and then try to go rook to d1, threatening to take the bishop. So I'm gonna play rook to knight to c4, just hitting the queen. I'm expecting maybe queen to c5, which makes my move a little bit worse, but okay. Queen to f4, attacking the e4 pawn, but that looks like it's about it. So we're gonna go queen to f5, you know, hitting the queen and also retreating our queen from this discovered attack. So we should be okay from here. If the queen moves away, we can capture here with the knight. He can recapture. We recapture with check. King is forced to one of these two squares. I think it's worth it. We're up enough material where we can sacrifice a knight and still be up an entire rook. Plus, we get 2 pawns for our knight, and we have a better opportunity to trade queens. So I think I'm going to take it. And then we're going to deliver check. Whoa, okay. I made a big mistake here. I think I lost the game. Whoops. Well, I didn't lose I lost all the advantage, so. Oops. That's upsetting. But we haven't lost the game yet, so. It's important when you make a mistake, even if it's a huge mistake, to just keep focused. It happens. So. Should have thought longer there, is I guess the only advice that I could give to myself. Should have considered that move for longer. We're going to move rook to d3, trying to double our rooks here. I'm going to move to g3, not letting him take the pawn with check. Although, even if he took it, we could just move aside. There's really no reason to let him do it, so might as well have just not, which we did, so. Rook to d7. Okay, he's trying to do something like bishop to f4, knowing that we can't capture as there's a discovery, but well, I think we should just attack the queen. Force it to make up its mind about what it wants to do. And force it off with this diagonal. Well, it could go to b8, but if it does that, we can capture with check. King goes to g6. Okay, we can capture with check. King goes to b6. Rook to d7. We've got pretty good chances, I think. If he moves bishop to f4, we can play. We could capture with check. We could capture. King goes to g6. And then retreat the rook. Then if bishop to f4, we can capture with the rook, which I think that's a good move. So I'm going to play it. Yeah, I think this is okay. Oh, king to h8. That's what you like to see. We can threaten mate in 1. With rook to d7. Now we're threatening rook to h7, which is a checkmate. So he has to stop that. Which is easier said than done. How can he stop it? Let's see. Well, simply moving the rook to any square means that if rook to h7, he can move to g8. Other rook gives a check. He can keep moving. He he'll be fine. We just check him a lot. Actually, in that case, we win the bishop because check, check, we capture the bishop. So we'll be okay if he moves his rook somewhere. Yeah, we should be doing better here than him. He's decided to give me the rook, which I think is worse than giving me the bishop for sure. So slight mistake. We're up 6 points again, so we're back to winning. Which, yeah, we made a big mistake. Probably lost the game. I think we were maybe tied in that position, but we shouldn't have been winning. But now we are, so that's good. We could capture the bishop, but he captures our rook, so we're not going to do that. We could deliver a check, 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 and then hope that he takes with the rook, which I think is a good idea, at least. Well, an okay idea. If he captures with the queen, we get to trade off 2 rooks for a queen, which isn't a good exchange if you've been following here for long, but ooh, even better. We have rook to h8 with a check. After the king moves, we capture the queen. Seems like the best move. Yeah, we win the rook. We win the queen for a rook, which is, well, probably this rook. So that's a good exchange for us. And from here, we should be easily winning. Yeah, from here, we're easily winning. We're up, I don't know, 7 pawns to 2 and an extra rook. So yeah, 10 points of material. And we have enough time to just simply check, check, take the bishop maybe, or if any, the bishop's not going to escape, so even if we don't take the bishop's not going to be a big deal. We could just force the king on, well, I'm going to try to go rook e6, forcing the king off of this file, and then from there we can take the pawn. We can bring the king in. This is gonna be easy. All we have to do is push pawns, basically. We can push them however we really want. Well, basically however we want. I'm sure this is winning too. Something like this would win. Something like, okay, I won by abandonment. So, thanks for watching. This is your chess friend. I hope you enjoyed. This was, this was our daily chess game. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. If you have any ideas for a future video or something you want me to cover, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. This is your chess friend saying goodbye.